Today I'll be showing you a very simple cable and lace design knitted on a double bed knitting machine. For this demonstration, cast on 10 stitches. I have all needles in action on my ribbon bed and 4 stitches in the middle on my main bed with 5 out of action in between, and a couple of stitches on the edges. My beds are in half pitch and setting on my carriage are just normal. Begin by forming a 2x2 cable with the 4 stitches in the middle and knit 2 rows. Transfer these stitches in sets of 2 to the left and to the right to have 2 out of action in between. Knit 2 more rows. Do another transfer just as before, and now we have 4 stitches out of action in the middle. We'll begin creating lace holes or eyelets. I'll be creating 2 eyelets. Make sure that the 1 stitch that remains in between the 2 eyelets is right in the middle. I will be forming 4 sets of 2 eyelets in total. You can form as many as you like. I'll be knitting 2 rows in between every transfer. Make sure that you put the stitches that you transfer back in action before knitting the 2 rows. You can do more eyelets in between or less. I am planning to try out a sample with multiple cables like this and have different numbers of lace holes in between. Once I finished my last 2 eyelets, I will knit 2 rows, and now I will transfer the 2 sets of 2 stitches back to the initial formation, so I have 4 stitches in the middle like I had before. Now that we have 4 stitches in the middle again, form another 2x2 cable and knit 2 rows. To continue the design, I will do just as before, a transfer to have 2 empty needles in between, but instead of just knitting 2 rows, I will increase 2 stitches before that. Grab the purl bar of the stitches from the ribbon bed and form 2 new stitches like so. To make it easier, pull the needles on the ribbon bed a little, and then knit 2 rows. Now we have 6 stitches in the middle. I will increase 2 more stitches just as before and then knit 2 rows. You can see that I crossed these 2 stitches that I formed, and that is because I don't want to have a line that opens in between afterwards. This is just my preference. You can do this as you prefer. And now we have 8 stitches in the middle. We could stop here and start decreasing or increase more stitches. I will use my 2-prong transfer tool and then transfer 2 stitches at a time 2 times. Knit 4 rows now. If you want to increase more to create a larger cable, you can do so, and then knit as many rows as you want before you start decreasing again. This is just an idea, and you can use this design however you like. I'll begin decreasing to have 8 stitches, then 6, and then again 4. And we'll knit 2 rows in between every decrease. Once I have again 4 stitches, I have completed 1 repeat. You can start transferring and creating lace holes as before to form a new repeat. We'll do another repeat real quick. I find putting transfers on speed so satisfying. I will show you a little design feature you can do. Instead of starting to decrease now, I'll be using my double eye tool and transfer 1 stitch at a time like so and knit 1 row in between. We'll do that until I don't have any more stitches left. And this is how the sample will look. I will show you a better clip at the end of the video. Also, if you want to begin a repeat this way, you can do so. Grab the purl bar and form a new stitch, then knit a row and repeat until you have enough stitches depending on which part of the pattern you want to start. And this is the final sample. It is a very simple design, but I think it has the potential to be adjusted and made into something really interesting. You can start to repeat from here to here and it looks like a candy. It's so cute. And this is how the part where we form the stitches looks like. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and you will give this design a try. Don't forget to subscribe and also follow me on Instagram. I post much more often there.